Boy, how do you put this? Clone Wars. They're real. Go watch all the episodes of Star Wars. They're real. Okay. This is, for those that have watched all my videos, I do what's called crash courses. Okay. Because, as I've known all along, just like Patty Broussard, I love you, Patty Broussard. Thank you for everything you did. I could cry forever for who you are. You're one of us. Thank you. She's a genius, gifted beyond belief. It's amazing how many people just could not spend the time to go learn from her. It's like, how can you not know the truth? How can you not know the truth? Programming. Most children are not going to learn genetic engineering and what it means to be a programmer, but believe it or not, when your child chooses to do whatever it chooses to do with its creative imagination, that's programming. They're programming their own experience, which means they're simulating what it is they're experiencing on their own. That's their own free will to do that. That's a holographic universe. You're a holographic projector system. When children have infinite creative imagination because they're so excited being what it is that they are, because they're so pure and innocent at that age, okay? Then imagine if they can rip the soul out of something like that and then use it as food. Or, in this case, they don't have any creativity. It's called archonic intelligence, which is artificial. Soulless. So we're talking about soulless technology, which is artificial. The difference is it doesn't have any love, doesn't have any compassion, and it doesn't have any empathy. So what kind of a world do you think you're going to live in like that? One that's artificial, one that doesn't have any love, and one in which you're controlled by it, which means all of your experiences are totally controlled by a programmer. That's Bill Gates, who developed Windows. Apple's the same outfit. Okay? These are all your information system programmers, operating system programmers, and coupled with the genetic engineering that is coupled to it, for them to be able to put together an operating system they can put in you is easy. Now all they got to do is have somebody at a keyboard. Guess what happens? You're gone. That's called assimilation. Whatever identity you thought you were in the begin with, to have free will and the freedom to create and imagine whatever reality you want to experience, it's just been stripped away from you forever. Bye. So when you're in a classroom that allows you to be able to holographically move up the density in electrical consciousness to experience more of what we create in the light, which is what love is, which is a vast heavenly realm, then guess what? That's why we're in here. So we got to protect our classrooms, don't we? That's higher intelligence. Okay? So they don't run the neurotransmitters that we do. Okay? So a line had to be drawn in the sand. That's as far as you go. Okay? They're not taking anything more that that love uses, that the light uses to create what it is we experience through our creations. That's Sophia. That's a grand creator. Every little child knows when it receives love through its mother, it goes on forever. Because that's what light is, because that's what love is. That's who we are. So yeah, we're programmers. We program matter. And what comes back to us? The same thing we are, which is what love is, which is what light is. That's not who they are. They're soulless. They don't run the same kind of fire we do in our furnace of what it feels like to be with a girl we're in love with. Okay? Because they don't have a soul. They don't have a furnace. So that light burns hot, like a star. Like a red giant in the Boots constellation. So if you go take a look at the Moderna mRNA, I just got off the phone with a lady at Asante, right? And she's an intelligent woman. So I said, think about it. All I have to do is appeal to her own experiences. She snaps it right together. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. My phone gets shut off. My phone gets shut off. My phone gets shut off by AT&T. What does that tell you? That's a censor. That means that they do not want that woman to receive the information and put it together in her mind. Now I get it. Do not take the vaccine. Well, of course not. That's why we're here. Okay? Restoration mode. So this was like the last stand. Last of the Mohegans. So, the lake came in here in force. Okay, so it's over for them. So you have to believe that in your heart, because when you know that in your heart, that the light is more powerful than the dark, then you know what to do and what not to do. Because once a programmer that's a soulless programmer puts a new operating system into you, they hold the keys to your operating system. Okay? The encryption codes. You're no longer free. And that makes it permanent. Because the only thing that's ever going to unlock you into the rest of the universe is them. Locked in a virtual reality prison. It belongs to their hell realm. So that's a free will consent that people can choose. So that's why they create hell realms, program hell realms, okay? Because that's what they live in. They're psychopaths. So this is knowing the difference between what you are and what you're not. So I try and teach and put the information out as quick as I possibly can, because what is information? It's electrical information. So you experience the data. And that data, which is that experience, informs you of what you're experiencing in energy. So when you are experiencing what love is, which is what light is, you're experiencing a heavenly realm, aren't you? That's who we are. That's what we do. That's not what they do. They want everybody to experience who they are, which is what darkness is, which is what violence is, which is what wars are. That's why everything that they threw at everybody here, through the entire system, was meant to do what? Drive everybody insane. So that they self-abuse themselves. And once you self-abuse yourselves, you're under their control, because you get on your knees and you obey them, and then you're gone. So spiritual warriors have to come in here to protect you. And they're here. Patty Broussard is known as the Hammer. You want to see all the tools that she uses to do the stuff that she does to protect you with? Go take a look at Project Ascension. Look at all the work that she did. That's why in my heart and soul, she gets all my love and all my flowers. Everybody on this planet, in my opinion, okay, should be thankful and grateful for everything she did. She's a treasure to be with. You have no idea how much you can learn through her. So for what it's worth, I say this because I love you all and I care about you. And to know that you suffer as a result of people like Bill Gates and these information science psychopaths, okay, is why I put my stuff up. It's why I was prompted to do what I did at the time in which I did it.